All right.
All right.
Yay!
Hey.
We can see it. We can see it.
So as a famous man once said first try.
All right. So I will do another quick countdown. We're just going to restart the scene.
All right.
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1,
go. Left, right,
Yes,
left.
I'm going left. I heard it was coherent.
They're gonna run into each other.
No good. Metroid Planets.
Hey, look at that.
All right, so we mentioned this before. So we talked about how it's kind of a Mario Maker for Metroid, and what's cool about this is when, in this case, it's different people making different rooms, and you'll see every time they go through a door transition, you can see the name and the name of the room and the name of the person that made the room. So the person to blame in some cases. But yeah, and then of course, we said, 18,000 rooms?
18,000
that
rooms, yep.
the game can draw from, and it'll randomize it into some sort of map. I compared it to, for those of you that were here earlier, we compared it a little bit to Super Metroid Map Rando, except for Map Rando has like
why are you killing us?
A lot fewer rooms. Oh yeah, if one of them dies, yeah. They share items, they share health, they share resources, they share beeping.
And they're trying so hard not to die.
I'm only going to show this once because we promised not to exploit this. The chip actually can recharge as normal.
And they do start out in criteria, right?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Okay. Where are they then?
In this case, they are in criteria, but when you generate the world, you have the option of randomly choosing, or you can force an area.
Gotcha.
Hey, an energy tank, they exist.
Yay, we got something. Oh, we got more missiles and something else coming. More missiles. Lot of missiles in Metroid.
There's other items.
They do things.
Metroid is famous for its missile pickup.
Does this game have long beam?
Yes.
And long beam is not trash in this.
And unlike the original Metroid for the NES, the long beam does not lag the game, so shooting it does not hinder your progression in any way.
That makes sense.
Oh, that's right.
And if you do like what you see with Metroid Planets, there is a Discord server that does have Metroid Planets available. You can get most of your room packs there. There's a nice community there. You can also download the updates to Metroid Planets as they become available. I do not have the Discord link to that handy or in my head.
And you too can make rooms and have your name show up in infamy.
And then you can be blamed for some of the things that we see here today.
All right, so what did he just do to go back to the ship there?
There's an option similar to an up A with like original Metroid and Zelda 1. You can just do respawn. It'll just put you back
Can you
here.
go back and check that
checkpoint.
the missiles?
I'll get around to it.
Yeah. In the meantime, this is like a communication, so they do need to sometimes talk about what they're doing. So we'll try to get out of your way when that's important.
And that's something that's nice that's added to Planets. If you come across an obstacle, you don't necessarily will remember it later. You can set a map ping up to 10 per player.
Well, you know what this game has that the original didn't have?
True, that's true.
A map.
A map. Yep, that's true.
Don't need it.
Shoutouts to Snarfblam, by the way, for that hack.
I mean, to be fair, when I played the original Metroid as a kid,
we didn't need maps.
we didn't need it. It was like it wasn't thought of. It was like, oh yeah, just go find the things, you know.
Yeah, that was dead end. Yeah.
I guess this game doesn't have power bombs though, so we have to missile the tube open.
Yep. I don't know if power bombs are ever going to be added in. Probably
That'd be interesting if they were.
It would be.
Might be a little too overpowered. I don't know.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten any major items yet, have we?
We have Morph Ball.
We have Morph
We have
Ball.
Morph Ball.
We have one
That's
major.
good.
We can roll.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an important one.
it is possible for it to generate.
I mean, I am. Can you do I'm used to Super Metroid where you kind of can't finish the game without Morph Ball. Like you can negotiate anything else, but
So as normally the Enigma algo does offer you two options to generate seeds. You can do the standard progression, which will give you usually Morph Ball, missiles, bombs at some point, and then follow on through like you're used to the vanilla. But this one's set to do chaotic, so it could literally give us any major to start with.
so Morph could be your go mode.
Morph could be go mode. Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It didn't happen.
It
sadly,
is
but
even
yeah.
possible to not need morph.
However,
That'd be
rare
fun.
that is.
I'd say that room needs Morph.
Yes. Yeah, this seed probably needs morph.
And one thing that you'll see with this, many room authors have decided to make homages to previous entries in the Metroid series. We just saw a Metroid 2 room there.
I think I cleared everything I could down there.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That was useful.
MetroidMST found a Tetris piece.
Oh, another thing okay, so what area are we in now?
This is Brinstar.
And when the game randomizes the rooms, are there certain rooms that are Brinstar only, or can they randomize into different
That
sections?
actually depends on the room that as you make it. You can set it to be in any of the areas, or you can set it to be in specific areas. It just really depends on how the room is made, and that's up to the room author.
That looks more like the outdoors in like a Castlevania
It does,
game or
yep.
something.
Yep.
It doesn't look like Brinstar. My Brinstar doesn't have trees.
Well, that's a trap.
Hey, those spikes there, don't walk there.
Spikes are fine. No, for a
I think
little
I'm gonna follow
background,
you now.
MetroidMST always teases me about trying the spikes when I play
Touch
ROM
the
hacks.
spike. See if it's real.
Just touch the spikes.
It's not like Mega Man, they're not going to hurt you that much.
I mean, there is a hack that they do insta-kill you, so...
True, yes.
So what's the... I mean, aside from Morph Ball, is there what's the strategy at this point? Do we...
Right now, it's try just find another item so they can progress. It looks like bombs is really locking them out right now, so they'll probably come across the bombs next. But actually, I forget. Was it you said Skyhawk? You said this was chaotic, so it could be literally anything that happens next. We could just find. We could find.
It could be space jump.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
space jump.
space jump is one, ice beam is one, possible.
Spring ball even.
Now, on the other hand, I mean, it is still a randomizer, and, you know, there's a... You can... In any randomizer, sometimes you can kind of get a feel for what most likely will come next.
Sometimes.
You don't always get it right.
Yeah.
You know, like the game might look like it's saying, "Oh, bombs are next, and then it just gives you something else.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there's an elevator.
I can't get this.
Oh, heading down to Norfair on Skyhawk side. What do we got here? Just missiles.
Just missiles.
Just missiles.
Looks like another elevator, so I think
Okay.
we found the Ridley connector.
So how does the map scanner work?
The map scanner, so there's a little green outline. If you hit if you hit accept, it'll ping everything in that exposed area, and that'll now become something that will show up on the map. It won't be explored, but it'll show up on your map. And then you can come back to that. A new item for Metroid Planets is an item MSU just picked up. It's a core.
And what does that do?
They have various effects. There's a Crystal Core, a Phazon Core, a Phantom Core, the Surge Core, the Chrono Core. They all have different effects. I know there's another one I'm forgetting about.
Hey,
We got something.
Well,
What was
who's-
that?
sensor cord is easy mode.
Oh yeah, Sensor Core. So Sensor Core, some hack authors of SM specifically like to say that Samus's suit has like this big sensor attached to it, and it just maps out the area. The Sensor Core is that on steroids, where it will just map out every room you're in, and if there's a hidden item or hidden area, it will point it out to you.
There's an item like that in Samus Returns. Yeah. Shout out a different game. No, and just so you all know, Leno actually plays this game.
I do. Yes.
I
do.
actually don't, but I play a lot of similar games. So, and I do a lot of commentary in other games. But so I'm kind of being the dumb com because I am in this game. What is that?
That is. Oh, is that a Zebetite you just?
That was, yes.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a nice room.
Huh.
There we go.
That is an enemy. That's a.
That's a bunch of tiles made to look like something.
That's an AM2R.
We already missed whose room that was, sadly.
At any point, if there's a room that you have questions on, you can always hit start. So you go to your pause screen, you can pull up the author and the room name right there.
And again, see who to blame.
Yep, who to blame, yep. So Skyhawk looks like he needs either bombs or a spring ball to progress up there. And we found our first spacer check. That's actually new, specific to this version. Similar to the spacer blocks in Metroid Dread, these new blocks need the spacer beam specifically to activate. And right now our runners don't have that.
Let's go down the Baconator.
Effie's spicy version. A little too spicy, I think.
As we get another missile pack. I like that the count of the missile count is on there.
Yep.
That's something done in a lot of Metroid randomizers.
Oh,
Oh, hi, Spazer.
Oh, hi.
well.
You might need that.
You think? Since we've already been blocked by it.
This could be something. Nope.
Nope, just missiles.
I will take missiles.
It's like heart pieces in Link to the Past. Everything's a heart piece.
Like the first 5 or so are probably really good to pick up, but after that you probably don't need that many more.
Somebody has not played some escape rooms.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nope. I've got away from that. Need lots of bouncing, need lots of bombs.
So I imagine one of you is going to go back to that spacer block.
I'm doing
Spot.
that right now.
Yeah.
What first rule of randomizer is follow the thing you get and hope your opponent didn't get it. Now, of course, this isn't a race, but
Oh, it's an elevator. Okay.
So this is probably Kraid.
Probably.
Probably.
Oh,
okay.
well, can we do stuff in
I
turning and
am
throwing?
going to have fun, Skyhawk.
So fun fact, Turian in this game actually has items.
Ooh.
Yep, and Turian, especially with some seeds, can actually have your morph ball, which is terrible.
Yep. I do believe ice is required.
Yes, typically with Metroids, the hack author, or not hack authors, but the room authors will put ice beam and missiles as a requirement for the Metroids because you need them to kill them.
A hard requirement or a logical
Check.
requirement?
Logical
Okay.
requirement.
Because we just went through that room without ice beam,
Good.
and we don't have power bombs in this game, so we're not using power bombs to kill them.
Yeah, this is nothing but bad stuff.
This is a new song. I have not heard
This,
song yet.
yeah, this is one of the new tracks for the update.
Hey, I know that room Skyhawk's in.
It's got hot bubbles.
We still haven't found any heated areas yet.
No, and this seat's been set to not factor in heated runs as progression.
So you would have various suit before any heated runs would be required.
Yeah, that's
now.
correct. Yeah. I think I'm waiting for you. Yeah,
I'm looking at terrain here. What do you think?
I could try rhythm.
You're in the spider's
Turian?
nest.
I found some spiders.
I think there's a door I can access. I love that music.
Looks like Skyhawk is not completely stopped.
Oh, there you go.
Skyhawk found a really big room.
Oh,
What if there was a door down there? Yes, sir.
so what's going to be our next item, do you think, Leno?
This.
Oh!
Wow. I thought you were
Good
waiting on me.
timing.
Hey, spring ball.
It's an interesting
Hey,
football.
I like
Hey.
the
Oh,
spring
that's-
You know what? I'm leaving with that.
Energy
This is
tank?
out of logic.
We're-
Was that out of logic?
Yeah, it was beyond heated hazard room.
Oh.
There's that long beam.
That's also out of logic.
Okay, so don't use it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to use the out of logic items. You just have to turn them off. Which one of you picked up Space Jump?
I did.
He did.
Oh, in Turian, the out of logic Turian Space Jump? Well, I mean, with me on comms, you have to pick that up.
Yep.
Well, I can
For anyone that doesn't know,
progress in this now.
it is my favorite item in Super Metroid, so.
And you have a very cute emote of it, too.
Yes, I do.
So Space Jump actually has a couple limitations in this game. If you jump into a damaging liquid like that falling lava right there, that actually does not allow you to keep jumping up. And
Well,
you'll
that's
just fall.
true in SM as
It
well.
is also true in SM, yep.
Oh, I know who wrote this room.
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder who made this one. Leno.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But we already have best speaking. Oh,
For debate.
You have Spring Ball. What are you doing?
never heard of it.
Occasional reminders to the runners.
Let's not get to this room.
This is probably Kraid.
Or area number 8.
So now, does the game not let you get to Mother Brain until after you kill Kraid, Ridley, and
There will
Scorchball?
be, so the room before Mother Brain has a yellow door. That door is locked until all other bosses.
Gotcha. So kind of like going into level 9 in Zelda 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is also a new song for this version. I have not heard this one yet.
I kind of like these rooms that harken back to the original, like the one MetroidMST is in right now.
Oh,
Heck
okay.
area. That's a nice.
Last space jump.
That puts a couple items in the logic.
Actually,
go-
it's not, 'cause it's still behind Metroids.
Let's go,
So
go
we're
find some
missing
go
the
areas.
ice beam.
Mind if I pop in with a
Go
Sure,
for
go
it.
right ahead.
awesome? If you're enjoying the marathon, please consider following Midwest Speedfest. We're a Minnesota-based organization that has been hosting speedrun marathons since 2015. Every spring, we partner with VGM Con to help raise money for their chosen charity. This year is P-Fund. So far, we have raised over $60,000 for various causes, and we hope to see that number continue to grow exponentially with your support. With that, we did receive a $3.33 donation from That Windless. It says a little bit of Metroid lore here. The Metroid series introduced the Spazer in Metroid 2 Return of Samus. However, since Metroid Fusion, they have named it Wide Beam instead. Sorry, Nintendo, but I'll always call it the Spazer. Cat Dragon says trans rights. Thank you very much.
I always liken the Spazer as, it's obviously a mistranslation, but I always like to liken it to something called the Space Laser.
A mistranslation on a Nintendo game?
Yeah, it's inconceivable, I know.
Yeah, I mean, the Varia suit was a mistranslation of the word barrier.
Yep,
so, you
yep,
know.
yep.
I frankly, I'm really glad that when I do commentary for Super Metroid, I'm not talking about the barrier suit.
Yeah.
I'm much happier saying Varia. So that was a happy accident. Oh, hi, Kraid.
Kraid's
Oh,
just doing the stair workout.
Yeah, that seems like a. I mean,
Get
I always.
this cardio in.
I remember reading stuff, like FAQs about how to kill Kraid and all these different things, and I'm like, I just get right next to him, fire a bunch of missiles, and he dies.
Yep.
This is not difficult.
That has not really changed with planets. Although Kraid actually has a different way of dying in planets. If you put him in a pool of lava, he'll just die.
Oh, that's neat.
He does not like that.
No, he does not like the acid bath. Yeah.
And we've gotten very creative with that.
So heat run's not required, but rolling through lava can be required. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a different type of damage requirement.
See-
I don't know.
I mean, once they add gravity suit, then that can,
Mm-hmm.
fix that.
That's true. Yep.
Nope, bad time.
Wait. Okay, so what are those little circles that are flashing on the map there?
Those are just map dots, little checkpoints that the players themselves can place to remind them of
Oh,
items
those
they
are
need to come
those.
back
Okay,
with. Yep.
the little spots that
Yep.
you talked about earlier. Cool.
And if anyone at home wants to get in on this, the MechCon's Twitch channel actually hosts weekly community races. Every Friday, I know there's races held on other days,
Tuesdays and Sundays.
Tuesday and Fridays.
Yep.
And oh, what's the other one?
Tuesdays and Sundays as well.
Tuesdays
Yeah.
and Sundays.
Yep. And all are welcome to join and participate in any races that they so choose.
Yeah, there's even a race time category
Yep.
for planets,
Yep, there is.
and a bunch of them will get together in a group call on Discord while they're playing. So,
Have some fun, throw some banter, and trash talk each other.
Or complain about Gordors.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, the best beam is not.
Sorry, Gordor. I can already. hear-
Ironically, that's a fusion meme. That's not even
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
not even a planets meme, but he decided to take it a little bit further.
That was a nice snipe there, Skyhawk. And Deskiga never stood a chance.
So MetroidMST, how come you're not in the bubble area? We know you're
I went left. It was coherent. Apparently, it was not toward bubbles.
you're the one that loves bubbles.
Oh, I know. Can we have our host just swap the two game feeds real quick?
What is this? It is something I'm not doing.
Also, I'm noticing something that the original game got wrong when you respawn. You actually have health, which is nice.
Yep. Yep. In
Not the 30 health that you.
Yeah, in the original Metroid game, for Famicom and the NES, you had 30 health, 30 energy.
That was, to me, that was the worst part about the original. Was just you always had to start at 30 health, no matter what.
Yep.
Well, okay, that and the passwords that might as well be were harder than nuclear codes to
Yep,
crack.
yep.
So. You know?
Just get there.
So other than that Varia suit putting a couple items into logic, we haven't really found anything the last couple minutes.
No, not for a
Not
while.
much.
Here.
Now, how often do you end up getting all the items?
It's not uncommon to actually get a full tracker, but if you're really, really good, you would probably end up skipping a couple items. But it's not at all uncommon.
I mean, people are gonna skip missiles and E-tanks.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like,
But like, yeah.
what are the? Are there any items that are always hard required?
See, that actually depends on the world it generates, because, like, as MST's example earlier, you may not even need Morph Ball necessarily. There'll be some seeds commonly where you don't need Ice Beam or even Various Suit to complete the seed. It really just depends on how the world is generated.
So, like, like any other randomizer, where some things are.
Yep.
I guess there's. I'm trying to think. Morph Ball is in a Metro game is typically always required.
Yep.
That's kind of the main one I can think of. Like you could say bow and silver arrows in Z1 or But even
bow.
that, you can have settings that you don't actually need to
I
plug in.
think
and so that
this is
actually
where we're
helps.
gonna find our
That's
answer.
first.
Oh,
We're gonna find
Vader.
something coming up.
Probably. Well,
we got wreck ship.
it's a Cookie
Oh.
Vader dupe, so there's going to be an item in here. It's probably a major.
Yep,
Hey!
nice.
I see. Nice.
Oh, you know what? MSC's got to go back to Turian now.
Okay, so
Thanks.
so are there any items that are just any major items where people just don't want them?
Oh,
If you see it, you're probably getting it.
yeah.
uh,
It's probably more likely that you're going to see a room where you need a major and you don't have it.
Well, yeah.
Wave Beam comes to mind here, right, Gorador?
Found DLC.
Yeah.
to elaborate further on the whether you need to pick up the majors, let's just say
Hi, Spore Spawn.
creators what's your room.
And welcome to Spore Spawn. A little bit different than the one you'll see in SM. Easier or harder?
It really depends, because you can actually program the path that Spore Spawn takes when he rolls around the room like this, and some authors have
Made this.
made decisions.
So he doesn't always show up in the same room.
Right.
You can so one of the things you can do is make a room for Spore Spawn.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Can you do that for Ridley and Kraid as well?
Yes, you can. Yep.
He's just as slow as in SM.
Indeed. Yep. There's actually a fun little Easter egg though. If you happen to have morph ball bombs, you can bomb his little root there, and that'll actually force him to open his mouth sooner.
Oh, that's neat. Good remix of the Spore Spawn music in SM. Like it.
Another room by a certain author.
Also,
Interesting.
I'm also noticing that you've hit him more than 10 times.
Yep.
So a little more health here, huh?
That's actually because of Connect. The Connect actually gives all the bosses more health, depending on how many players are in the session.
Oh, okay. That's well more than 10 though.
Oh yeah.
How much would it be in a regular by yourself?
I want to say it's 12 or so.
Of course, he also was damaged by the ice beam. So
Yes. Yeah.
That's not a thing in SM.
That's definitely not a thing.
On the other hand, in the original Metroid, you only really need missiles from Mother Brain.
Yep.
And Zepatites. Well, basically in Turian.
Ooh.
That room looks like a fun time.
What is that? Oh.
This is from author named Yu. Very creative and makes some of the more visually pleasing rooms.
And more missiles. So now I'm seeing all sorts of different colors on the map.
Yep, each area is actually color-coded. So Wreck Ship is always going to be orange, Criteria is always going to be blue, North Fair is always going to be red, Grinstar is always going to be green, Kraid will be gray, and Ridley's the purple. And Turian is just, actually, what is Turian? I forget.
A light blue.
A
Light blue.
Thank you.
I think Bacon didn't put bombs in the seed.
He's been playing bomb requirements. I have to think it's going to show up at some point.
Are we gonna have bombs go mode like that?
It might be.
It might be. Oh wow. I'm like a nightmare. See, here's a perfect example of creativity.
Only I don't think you're going to get Gravity Suit out of this.
No.
Well, Skyhawk, I know you were on you're part of the group that allows or doesn't allow rooms. Is that what is your criteria for saying this room isn't?
I
Big
generally like to
Oh my
go
god.
with rooms that will make it not super difficult for the beginner, and they actually enjoy playing the game versus getting frustrated over stuff that's not evident.
I like that.
Too many Zepatite shields.
Wow, that's a lot of different Zepatites there.
Here, I got you one missile.
Yay.
Nope.
It's gonna take a moment.
You know, not having these bombs, you can't cheese these rooms like you normally would.
It's unfortunate.
There's actually an aspect from the original Metroid that is carried over into Planets. That is the bomb unmorph jump technique,
That's right.
which we can't see because we don't have the bombs to show that off.
There's exactly one item in the original Metroid that you need that technique for.
Yep.
It's how you know it's intended.
Technically, you could just make that jump. I know where you're talking about.
yeah. In Ridley's lair.
But if you prefer to get it every time, you're
100%
definitely
minus that item that meant the game many times as a kid until I found, information just how you're supposed to get that missile.
I have a feeling bombs are just in Turian.
that's
No, either where he is or where I am.
Hey, that's one of your rooms, Leno. I see your name on there.
Yep, that is the BSL station for Metroid Fusion.
Now we're back in Castlevania there on MST
Yep.
side.
Let's cheat a bit here.
Uh-oh. Are we going out of logic?
No, I'm just pushing the robot.
Well, we're continuing to explore here. Just want to take a quick second to thank the Japanese restream. And our Midwest Speedfest is being restreamed in Japanese by our friends over at Japanese Restream. I also want to highlight that we do have open incentives for your donations to go towards. One of them being the Shark onesie for the Hi-Fi Rush run. It is coming up just after the Balagon run, which we did meet the Master Bonus run, so thank you for that. We'd love to see our runner dress up in a Shark onesie and play Hi-Fi Rush, which is a phenomenally fun game. So keep those donations coming.
And we're back in Turian. So one thing that's always struck me about the original Metroid is how small Samus seems to be compared to everything, as opposed to in Super Metroid, which she kind of seems kind of big to compared to everything. And this definitely carries that over.
Which is interesting because in canon she's like 6'3", I think, something like that. Or
Well,
she's a very tall person.
I'm guessing that the planet just got bigger between the original. Or smaller. No, it got smaller.
No, that's a guaranteed winner.
do not have screw tag.
No.
Oh, is this screw attack blocks?
Yeah.
Something not actually introduced until Metroid Fusion.
Not actually in the pattern yet.
Yep, there's actually been some situations where room authors, I'm guilty of this, have actually made combat rooms. There's actually a thing called combat
Can't do
rooms.
either of these.
Well, get good. It's a skill issue. But yeah, I've actually been guilty of this. There's combat rooms in Metroid Planets. You can actually make a room lock, or just have items locked by combat blocks where you need to kill all enemies in a room. Unfortunately, screw attack is a way to kill them, but you can't actually set screw attack as a way to kill them. You need to use like missiles or something like that, or just find a way to kill all the enemies in the room. And unfortunately, some of us have locked progression behind a required screw attack, which meant GG effectively.
You're right.
Had some fun races.
But live and learn.
I mean, screw attacks are a fun item.
It is.
I mean, who doesn't want to be OP?
There was nothing in Rection.
So far.
I mean, that's like a normal Super Metroid randomizer.
I got one last
Yeah.
place to double check. Oh, it had ice beam. That's it.
Also, another aspect. How many E-tanks are in a
Up to 10.
up to 10?
Up
Okay.
to 10, yep.
So missiles similar up to a certain number.
Missiles do have, it's not really a hard cap, but they can decide to put in some kind of soft cap, so you're not gonna, because we used to get old seeds where you would have 495 missiles, which even for Metroid standards is a lot of missiles.
What did he just get? He just got.
That was a core. I didn't
Okay.
check the
That was
Magnet Core.
Magnet Core, okay. So Magnet Core will actually draw in pickups, much like how Charge Beam does in the Prime series, where it just draws in enemy drops.
Yeah, it's in some of the newer. Dread does that too.
Okay, I got
Yep,
one more
that's
check.
right, yep.
What is going on in that room with those squares?
Apparently we have found Florida.
And with that, a core combiner.
Why is there an elevator altering?
What? That's area number 8.
Vacant. What did you do?
What is area number 8?
Technically does not exist in the game.
But it is a custom area with a new color, and that is...
That's Meridian.
That is
Yeah, but a
Meridian
combiner
music,
button.
You
yep.
told me there was no Meridian in this game.
Well, there isn't, but today I guess...
Surprise,
I'm calling
everybody.
it-
I guess it's here.
I'm calling this Meridia. Because that's Meridian music. It's a good remix, too.
Yeah, Loader does an excellent job.
Yeah,
with
shout out
remixes.
to Loader. Loader did really good with all these remixes.
So for a bit of context, there was once a custom seed with an 8 area that didn't exist. So when we saw it, we honestly thought it was a joke.
You have underestimated Vacant.
Apparently.
Bacon said no.
I think you're going to find bombs there for sure.
I found
Come
a
on,
drill.
let's get those bombs.
Oh, I didn't go down. I didn't check this before. That might be there too.
Now, is there any kind of logic to when items are like? Because if you're seeing a room for the first time, how bad is it? How bad can it be in terms of finding a hidden item?
That really depends on the room authors, and we have seen some really, really nasty rooms in the past. where-
And do you have sensor core?
yes, Sensor Core has helped tame that a little bit, but some room authors have actually designed the rooms around the use of Sensor Core, which I personally feel is not a good thing. But yeah, that's kind of a eye of the beholder type thing, where it just really depends on what the room author does. Hopefully, they're not too terribly hidden, but sometimes they are. We just got to deal with it.
Or Skyhawk just says no.
Yeah, or Skyhawk just says no. Yeah.
Oh, it's like fusion electric water.
Electric water.
Interesting.
That's
Interesting.
okay.
That was doing some real damage too. Like that's not just going through lava.
So yes, one of the things that Plenus does, the further in it, the deeper into the seed area is,
Yep.
the more damage spikes do.
Oh, that's actually something I never touched on before. Enemies actually change colors and level up based on how deep in the seed they technically are.
Now is that just a area proximity thing, or if you go back to space you've already been to?
That's
is
an
that-
area proximity thing.
Okay.
So like the deeper in, like in an area, like they'll just be stronger. They don't get stronger if you go backwards. Oh, that's the.
Is that a thing?
That's a.
That cube
Is
thingy?
that Phantom
That's
Core?
Phantom.
Oh, there's another core.
Amada better equip that.
So we have all the cores. Still missing bombs.
Well, we don't have all the cores yet.
Well,
There's
okay.
one
We have a
more.
lot of the cores.
My favorite core is still missing.
What's your favorite core?
It's the Chrono Core.
What does that do?
It actually creates a little warp field effect. If you're a Star Trek fan, it'll actually just create a giant circle around them. Enemies outside
Oh,
the
there it
core,
is.
Speaking of which,
move slower.
It's like a lag generator. It's great.
No wonder you like it. He of the lag emote with the heart. Although, to be fair, as a Z1 randomizer runner, don't take away our lag, Fred, please.
You do make.
I really think I'm waiting on you now.
Unlike a certain other game that took away our lag.
I mean, well,
We won't. We won't
gonna-
We
talk.
won't talk about that.
I'm gonna go to Ridley.
yeah, because if I get
It's
it
a very popular
Yeah, you're right.
randomizer. I'm sure you can figure
Very
it out.
popular.
somewhere in here.
What was it?
That's a very aesthetically pleasing room.
I think they really drilled down on their thing.
That definitely doesn't fit Meridia.
Right.
The rest of these have been pretty spot on for a non-existent Meridia.
Mm-hmm. I worry now what Mother Brain room they could spawn on YouTube.
I will say one thing though. He has done 8 areas. I require it now.
So is it ever a strategy to have both runners going after the same boss at the same time?
That's generally not a good strategy.
But it is a thing you could do.
It is.
a thing
Okay.
you can do, yeah.
It
Like,
just
we'll
means- it
probably
means
kind
you're-
of do that from other brain.
Yeah, I mean, okay, makes sense from Mother Brain. Everything else, you probably want to be a little more spread out, I assume.
Yep. And that's actually something with Connect. If both of them are in the same room at the same time, they can each shoot damage to the boss, and it actually will count both the player sources of damage to the boss. So you can technically kill the boss faster.
But everything else is slower.
Yeah. Because like a typical co-op, if you're not like doing separate things, you're not getting as much information and as many items. You know, I am surprised. And I was just gonna say, Skyhawk, I have not seen a map ping in a while.
I found wave beam, if you know any wave blocks.
I do.
All kinds of Ridley, right?
It's one right here actually.
And I see that the wave beam sounds just as annoying as it
Yep.
does in the original.
Not anything down there, so we check.
Alright, so our outstanding major items are bombs and screw attacks. Anything else?
Bombs and screw attack, yes.
Should be it, yeah. Oh, well,
Oh.
Hey! Okay, bombs are our last item. Let's
I would have preferred bombs, because then we could just finish.
go mode bombs.
Actually, you know what? We're still missing high jump too. That's
Oh,
actually-
high jump, yeah.
Yeah, we're still missing high jump.
Gotta have high jump, that's in the original. Oh, screw attack's nerfed a little bit, I see, on that side opera.
Yep, some enemies have more health, it doesn't insta-kill them. Now, some room authors have actually made requirements of Spring Ball, which also requires high jumps, because you need ball bounce to get high enough. We'll see if that comes into play here. Or, of course, if you're Haika, you can just skip it anyway.
Skipping spring ball has become a real strategy.
I mean, there are some SM runners that swear by that, so.
Yep. So we we have 9 of 10 for energy tanks now. We're really running out of items to pick up.
I'm seeing, was that 190 missiles?
More.
We have a few.
Yeah.
That's a lot of missiles. And another missile pack. So I get it. The goal is to get like 200 missiles.
Yep.
Okay. One more pack to go.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm out of checks again. Yeah.
Well, MetroidMST just needs to hurry up and get to the thing.
It's a pretty big area.
Yeah, we've been here for a
We're
while.
covering some steps here.
Still got more?
I think I'm done there. I don't think there's
That's
anything
still
else.
not good.
I got 2 majors out of it.
Yeah.
So Turian probably has your last major then.
So you have to go back to Turian to... I mean, triple dips. That's a normal randomizer thing, you know. Doesn't matter which one you're playing.
Can't get there.
A nice that room with the squares. Just, I'm just not sure what's going on there.
Well,
Nope, not there.
right. Glad we found that out.
I guess X doesn't mark the spot.
Oh, I have wave beam. Hit with it. We're still.
Where can you go?
There's a wave beam walking here. I'm gonna.
As the hunt continues, can I break
Yep,
in?
go
Go
ahead.
right ahead.
We have 2 new donations. We got $5 from Sex Rex, says Bergie. We got $20 from Anonymous, says onesies are comfy. Be comfy during the run. And I think that's in reference to the onesie incentive for the Hi-Fi Rush run that's coming up right after Balagon, which is right after this run. So, I don't know, give it like 45 minutes or so, and we'll have to cut that one off. So, once again, all donations are going towards P-Fund, so please get those donations in.
Oh,
was
core
that?
dynamo. Interesting. That just reduces the cooldown to allow you to switch cores. That's not going to
Okay.
be really useful right now.
Need some elevated music.
Did you guys ever go back to the ship to find the item that was there?
There's no item there. It was a path.
Oh, okay.
Oh! I am so
Oh, I
silly.
found it. Say,
Okay.
Bombs! Yay!
Go mode!
No, there's something else too. Where is it? Spring ball.
oh, that's
Yeah,
fine.
but
If it's just high jump.
doesn't matter because this is good.
So MST is going to map out the rest of Turian and attempt to find the motherboard door. And Skyhawk is going to find Ridley, and that will allow them to finish the sweep.
So, I know there's an escape, like in a normal, like in any Metroid game, there's always an escape.
Gotta have an escape, yep.
Is there a timer when one player kills Mother Brain, and then they both have to get back?
Yep, they do, yep.
Okay. So, is it
Any
possible-
elevator will work for your escape.
is it possible that player 2 could be too far away to make it?
Theoretically,
Theoretically.
yes. Theoretically, yes.
Yes.
That could happen, yeah.
Well, there's the yellow dwarf.
I think we're going to be doing it together, so.
So we've done Spore Spawn. Have we done Kraid?
Kraid has been
Kraid was done.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kraid is
That's
done.
right. Kraid was really early. That's how I forgot.
Nintendo forgot about him most
I
games.
There he
mean,
is.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't a very difficult fight, so you know.
Easily forget.
Okay, how many missiles for the pink door?
10.
Okay, it's better than the 25 in a certain ROM.
Yeah.
So on your left, you have Ridley's Garden.
And there's an item in the middle of it. Like, could that be something good? Like
Yes.
something not a missile?
So it could theoretically be non-missile. Yep.
So, the way the item, when you build a room, the way the items work is you can have it to where it's either going to be potentially a major or always just a minor item.
Okay.
And then as it builds the seed, even if you place it as a potential major, it doesn't have to make it a major.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not explicitly.
So it's kind of major minor, but not completely.
So yeah,
So
so
it's-
knowing
so-
rooms that have majors
right.
is good for races, obviously.
Yep.
But it's not guaranteed. So.
But maybe more importantly, knowing a room that doesn't have a major.
Yeah, that's actually really
It
good.
was
info.
through Brinstar, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a dead
So-
Grizzly.
Very west side there.
That wasn't a difficult fight either.
No,
I mean,
classic Ness Ridley right
yeah, yeah. I mean, with Ridley, if you know what you're doing on Ridley and Super Metroid, it's pretty easy too. But unless you're like doing low % ice or something crazy like that. But
there. Ridley actually has some intelligence behind him though. He does not actively fall into a pit. He will just keep bouncing up and down. Does not take damage from lava.
if he doesn't take damage from lava, then why doesn't he just hide out in the lava?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So, MST, you just waiting for
I am waiting to
for your partner?
escort Skyhawk to
Ah,
Mother
okay,
Brain.
we're gonna have an escort going on.
I'm kind of curious what this Mother Brain room is going to be.
I don't want to find out alone.
We haven't
I mean,
actually scanned it, have
To
we?
be fair, I have watched some of these Mother Brain rooms. And they can be kind of nasty.
Yeah, they can be kind of gross.
Say, complete left side.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
The song has a little bit of a Mega Man feel to it. I can't quite pinpoint what it is.
It is for Metroid.
Yeah, I can't help you with. I never really played Mega Man, so I can't help you with that.
Yeah,
This is Samus. Okay, I actually have never played Samus Returns on 3DS.
You should.
I've heard that. I heard it's really easy to hack your 3DS now.
Oh, is it?
That's the rumor.
Fun fact: I have a hard copy and a soft copy.
The one thing about the 3DS, it doesn't have a native video output mode,
That's
so you're
all.
always in handheld
Surprised
mode,
you
so
didn't go
I'm
there.
always looking down in that strange
Oh, it's
attack.
bombs.
That's mostly why I never got one.
That's why I never.
Fair enough. I mean, I have a modded 3DS for streaming, but I'm not sure I'd want to actually play off of
Right,
the
right,
output
right.
of that. Oh, is that your? Oh my God, that is a big circle around you.
It's like time. It's a flat circle.
So yeah, you being a big Star Trek fan reminds me of the episode where they use
hi.
the little things to walk through weird time differential thingies. I don't remember the title, sadly.
Yes,
so.
that way. I remember where to go.
Do we need to put your coherent routing map
Might need
emote out
some.
there? If anybody out there has the coherent routing emote, go ahead and spam those in chat.
Spam that now, yep. Also, this might be a good time to put more points into your cartography skills.
I like how they're on different elevator platforms.
Yep.
Just to make it work for multiple players.
Oh yeah, you get your bubbles now, MST. There you go. I mean, they're
I
not
got a little
colorful.
bit.
They're
Chaos
not
bubbles.
colorful enough. I'm gonna challenge this author to have more color.
Now, if I know Vacant, this is going to be a 4-minute escape timer.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, this is
Well, so much for the difficult mother brain room.
No,
That was anticlimactic.
was kind
But
of
the escape
hoping
doesn't
for-
have to be easy.
Oh, 3.5
minutes.
minutes. Okay.
well, pretty decent size.
I assume the timer is based on the number of rooms.
It's based on rooms and a couple other factors.
Oh, come on.
Rooms and difficult, yeah.
Yep. And
And-
time will be coming up when they see the next
And
elevator.
and
interrupt.
classic Metroid escape music.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
It's a little sad that the only time you hear that in the original Metroid is during the escape, where you're desperately trying to not fall.
From those tiny, tiny platforms. Yep.
Does Gorodor make any rooms that don't say Bestie?
This is a little room.
This is my
That's
room.
your room?
This is my room.
Why? Why?
Because it doesn't like slopes.
I mean, I guess the question still is valid. It just didn't apply to that room.
Purple's a good color.
Purple, no, purple's a great color. Use all the purple you want. Now, can you get lost in the escape, or are all the rooms?
It
just-
will always be a
okay,
linear path.
All linear.
Yeah.
The room itself might be confusing, but. Oh, we got a music change already.
Yep. That means we're close to the final elevator. Or close-ish.
Hey, I know this room from Super Metroid.
Yeah, me too.
I'm used to going faster than no. I think we're missing an item.
There's a lot of color on that one.
Well, those bombs were hard required.
Can you get to a point like this in the escape and be like, "Oops, I needed
Yep.
something"?
Yes.
Yep.
So then what?
You have to go find your item.
But your timer is gonna run out.
Yep. Y'all just have to kill Mother Brain again.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't. The plane doesn't explode with you on it. Just Mother Brain respawns. Is that okay? Got it. See, that's a good use of color, by the way. I like the color in that room.
It's also my room.
Oh, finally.
There's some
I
different.
was wondering when these are coming.
And it should be this next room then.
Yep, this will be the elevator.
Hey.
All right. We'll just wait for you.
It's like we're
Yep.
getting close to time.
And
Time.
Time. So the run was technically underestimate, but technical difficulty.
I mean, it's a randomizer, you know, plus or minus a bit.
Let's see.
But
This.
Yeah, how much did we get
needed to go
paid?
under.
What-
I already
did we
get
make?
17,000. It's okay.
Wait, what?
Bacon.
Well, you got more than I did.
Bacon.
Wait, you get paid for this?
Yeah, you see, you get your total sugar.
So the game gives you this currency called Seguro.
And what
It's
does
going to
that
be
do?
used to unlock stuff in the future.
It's the canon
Okay.
currency that you use in the Metroid universe.
So it's this sort of.
Cannon from what?
I don't know exactly.
I don't
I
recall
see.
any Metro games where there's money involved. And
Yeah,
I,
it's from the main.
admittedly, I haven't played the Prime games.
Followed it.
It's not even mentioned in the Prime games either. I'm not sure where it is, but canon, that's what it's called.
I think so. I think one of them said it was in the manga.
And this is the best
which
feature.
is
of
so
Friends.
canon.
And yes, this is by far the best feature of
Yeah, I
whether
do
you're
like
connected.
this. This is really neat.
This will completely review your route that you took when you went to the game. This is the best feature.
And if Fun and Connect, it shows you your teammates around at the
Yep.
same time. When you're 4 or 5 people, it gets a little confusing.
I imagine it would.
That map will jerk around.
So there is also a versus mode that we didn't showcase here that would actually have us both playing the same seed against each other. The game will randomly choose an enemy, make him gold. It takes a little harder to kill, and when you do, you either get a benefit to you as a buff, either a damage boost, speed boost, or it'll give a negative effect to your opponent. Usually the biggest deal is that it'll disable a major item.
Yes. It's always fun getting your morph ball disabled.
Yeah.
And of course, they're all time limit based too, so it's like only for like 30 seconds to a minute or something like that, give or take.
So then is the idea that you both have to do all the things and
Yep.
get out?
But we'd
and
be
whoever goes
playing
first?
against each other.
This would be technically you're racing the same seed against each other. You
But you're
Ca-
in the same
Yes.
area.
Yes.
Do you get? But how do you get your items? So like, do
You have to pick them
each
up.
pick them up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You have to pick 'em up independently.
You can technically see each other if you're in the same room or if you're within the range of the mini map. But as soon as you turn on the map in the menu, you won't
Okay.
see where your opponent is, so you won't get an idea.
It's a really good prevention from like stream sniping type thing.
Well, that would be a fun thing to have some sort of tournament with.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. There's also a Super Saiyan Samus mode in Connect.
Yeah.
where
Once you
Samus-
once you defeat 7, I believe it's 7 golden enemies.
for the 7 Dragon Balls.
Just imagine being invulnerable and constantly having screw attack is basically that effect.
Ah.
So, but that was Planets again. There's about three weekly races, and that's going to wrap it up for
That's
us.
it, yeah.
So thanks for donating. Thanks to our host, and thanks for the tech crew for working everything out.
Kicked out all the bugs. It's going to go smooth from here on out.
Yep.